Kendall Jenner reveals which sister she was jealous of growing up. Growing up as one of the famous Kardashian-Jenner siblings, Kendall Jenner has always appeared poised, confident, and effortlessly cool. However, behind the glamour and camera flashes, the supermodel recently opened up about her childhood insecurities and, surprisingly, she revealed that she was jealous of one of her sisters while growing up. The candid confession sheds light on what it was really like being raised in one of the world's most talked-about families, where fame and beauty often go hand in hand. Kendall, now one of the most successful models in the world, confessed that despite her accomplishments, she didn't always feel comfortable in her own skin. As she reflected on her younger years, she admitted that she often compared herself to her sisters, who were constantly in the spotlight even before she hit her teenage years. In particular, one sister stood out, the one who made her feel like she wasn't quite measuring up. Without hesitation, Kendall revealed that she was most jealous of Kim Kardashian growing up. The admission came with a mix of honesty and reflection, showing that the envy wasn't rooted in resentment but in admiration. Kim just had this presence, Kendall reportedly said in the conversation. She was always confident, glamorous, and everyone was drawn to her. I used to wish I could be like that. For Kendall, growing up in the Kardashian household was like living in a world where beauty and attention were part of daily life. Kim, Kourtney, and Khloe were already stars of their own reality show when Kendall was still figuring out who she was. Watching her older sisters become icons of fashion and pop culture inevitably led her to wonder how she fit into the picture. I was more of a tomboy, Kendall reflected. I didn't care much about makeup or dressing up, but when you live in a family where everyone else is so glamorous, you start to question if something's wrong with you. The supermodel described her younger self as shy and introverted, often feeling overshadowed by the bolder personalities in her family. While Kim was known for her confidence and ambition, Kourtney had her calm and assertive charm, and Khloe had her humor and fiery spirit. Kylie, Kendall's younger sister, would later grow into a social media mogul with her own beauty empire. For Kendall, being the quiet one wasn't easy. She admitted that she used to compare herself to Kim's beauty and popularity constantly. Kim had this glow, like everything about her was perfect, she said. I'd see how people looked at her, how much attention she got, and I'd think, why can't I be like that? As Kendall grew older, the comparisons didn't stop. If anything, they intensified as the media began to pit the sisters against one another. In the public eye, Kim was the reality TV queen, Kylie was the makeup billionaire, and Kendall was the model. Though each carved her own identity, Kendall's insecurities persisted during her teenage years. She also recalled moments where she felt invisible during family events and photo shoots. Everyone would always say, "Oh, Kim looks amazing," or "Kylie's so pretty," and I'd just be there in the background. I didn't know how to handle that. However, over time, Kendall learned that her uniqueness was her strength. Modeling gave her an outlet where she could express herself away from the family spotlight. When I started modeling, I realized I didn't need to be anyone else. I could be me, she said. It took me a while to understand that being different wasn't a bad thing. Her journey to self-acceptance wasn't overnight. Kendall admitted that growing up surrounded by cameras and constant scrutiny made her more self-critical than she wanted to be. Every flaw felt magnified under the public's gaze. You can't make a mistake without the world noticing, she explained. When I was younger, I didn't realize how much pressure that put on me. Despite her earlier feelings of jealousy, Kendall expressed nothing but love and respect for Kim today. She praised her sister's work ethic and ability to stay composed under pressure. Kim has always been an inspiration to me, Kendall said. She knows who she is and doesn't let anyone tell her otherwise. I admire that more than ever now. Interestingly, Kim has spoken before about admiring Kendall's ability to remain grounded despite her fame. The sisters, though different in many ways, share a deep mutual respect that's grown stronger with time. Kendall even mentioned how Kim's encouragement helped her find her confidence in the modeling world. Kim always told me to stay true to myself, Kendall shared. She said the world doesn't need another Kim, it needs a Kendall. That really stuck with me. Now at the top of her career, Kendall is one of the most sought-after models, having walked the runway for brands like Chanel, Givenchy, and Versace. Yet, even with all her success, she still admits to moments of insecurity. "I think we all have them," she said. "No matter how famous or successful you are, you still have those little voices in your head telling you you're not enough." That honesty is what makes Kendall relatable despite her celebrity status. She has often been open about her struggles with anxiety and her desire for privacy. In a world obsessed with perfection, her willingness to admit her vulnerabilities has earned her respect from fans who appreciate her authenticity. Kendall also reflected on the pressures of being compared not just to her sisters, but to the entire idea of what a Kardashian-Jenner woman should be. "People expect us all to be the same," she said. "But we're not. We're individuals with different personalities, different goals, and different insecurities." Her revelation about being jealous of Kim growing up isn't meant to stir drama, but to show that even those who seem to have it all experience self-doubt. "I think jealousy is something everyone feels," Kendall added. "It's not about hating someone, it's about wanting to be as confident or as happy as they are. The key is turning that jealousy into motivation." Over time, Kendall said she's learned to embrace her individuality instead of comparing herself to her sisters. "I've grown into my own woman," she reflected. "We all have our own paths, and I'm proud of mine." She also acknowledged how much her family's support has helped her navigate her career and personal growth. "My sisters are my best friends," she said. "We fight, we cry, but at the end of the day, we lift each other up." The bond between the sisters has remained strong, even with occasional disagreements and rivalries. The Kardashians are known for airing their conflicts on their reality show, but behind the scenes, the love between them runs deep. Kendall noted that they've all learned to appreciate each other's differences instead of competing. "There's room for all of us to shine," she said. Fans were quick to respond to Kendall's heartfelt admission, with many praising her for her honesty. Some commented that it was refreshing to hear someone as successful as Kendall talk openly about feeling insecure or jealous. Others pointed out how relatable her experience was, especially for those who grew up comparing themselves to siblings or peers.